Be prepared. What just got unlocked was never meant to touch this timeline, but it did. And now, nothing will respond the same. Something ancient just broke through. Not opened, not revealed, torn loose. This new moon didn't arrive quietly. It slammed into the sky at perihelion, its closest approach to the sun, and it didn't come alone. Something came with it. If you've been feeling this shift building up, feel free to share what's been showing up for you lately. You're definitely not alone, and someone else here might be going through the exact same thing. This isn't just another moon phase, it's a rupture. And right now, most people are walking through it unaware, like stepping barefoot across a live wire without realizing it's on. And watch out, because there's something you must not do during this new moon portal, even if it seems harmless. Most people are already doing it. I'll explain exactly what it is later and why it could backfire in a way you're not ready for. But that's not even the strangest part, because there's a reason why this moon is different, and you must be aware of it. It's not in your head, it's in your system. You're not just imagining it. This moon is closer. At this distance, the moon doesn't act like a mirror. It acts like a trigger, a key, a biological ignition switch that slips past your thinking and goes straight into your nervous system. Some people feel it as pressure. Others say they're getting pulses, zaps, or a kind of static vertigo that fades as fast as it comes, like the body is recalibrating to an unspoken command. What's really happening? This isn't just an energetic reset. It's an assignment being loaded into your field, a mission delivered in silence. You're not being asked what you want. You're being given what you're ready for, even if it doesn't look like it yet. If you're waiting for a sign, stop. The assignment has already begun, and you're in it. Something was handed to you the moment this portal opened. Not a message, not a voice, but a spiritual task, coded in feeling, not in thought. And if you're paying close attention, you might already feel it. It shows up as an unexplainable urgency, a quiet magnetic pull towards something unfamiliar. You might suddenly want to start a project that doesn't make sense. Move your furniture. Message someone you haven't spoken to in years. Learn something you never cared about before. And there's no logic behind it, because it's not supposed to come from your mind. This task wasn't spoken into your life. It's emerging through sensation, impulse, nudges that feel like nothing at first, until they become everything. This isn't about chasing your goals. This is about letting something chase you. Your spiritual assignment won't ask for permission. It will wait for your curiosity. You don't get to know the full picture yet. That's the point. The portal doesn't reward certainty. It rewards those willing to say yes before they know where it's going. That's the real initiation. So if you've been feeling like something is pulling you forward without telling you why, trust it. The instruction hasn't arrived in words because it's living in your energy. And here's where it gets even stranger. Because not everything that feels aligned right now is safe. And not everything that feels risky is wrong. The divine doesn't always arrive in robes and light. Sometimes it shows up disguised as a mistake. Right now, your instincts might be pulling you towards something that looks like chaos, something impulsive, out of character, maybe even reckless. And yet somehow, it feels aligned. It feels inevitable. This isn't sabotage. This is energetic inversion. The new moon, sitting this close to Earth, has flipped your normal filters. The usual logic, the kind that helps you avoid risks, stay in your lane, think things through, it's scrambled, temporarily offline. Why? Because this portal is designed to reveal new timelines through divine mistake. Maybe you're thinking about quitting something without warning, turning down an opportunity that looks great on paper, booking a flight on instinct, saying yes to something that makes absolutely no sense. And still, it feels calm. It feels clear. Some mistakes are just unlabeled miracles. Right now, the portal is inviting you to trust the move that glows, not the one that checks every box. But there's a catch. This only applies to the things that light up with peace, not anxiety, not fear. If it buzzes with clarity, even in the weirdest form, follow it. Someone out there will cancel a trip and avoid a moment they were never meant to live. Someone will break a pattern, lose something, and immediately find the path that was hidden underneath it all along. This portal bends reality around instinct. The louder your logic screams, "Don't," the more you need to check what's underneath that fear. Because something disguised as a wrong turn may be the only real way forward. You are a lighthouse. Even when you're not trying to be seen, someone is navigating by your light. Today, without even realizing it, you might become the key that unlocks someone else's path. This isn't metaphor, it's energetic law. When a portal opens like this, it doesn't just amplify your own internal transformation, it turns you into a transmitter, a living signal. Your words, your presence, even your silence, it all holds more weight right now. You could say something you think is casual, and it lands in someone else's spirit like a prophecy. A glance, a reaction, a quick choice you make, someone is watching you for answers they can't articulate. And here's the twist, it won't be obvious. You won't get applause. Most of the time, you won't even know it happened. But someone will shift course because of you. That's how the portal moves, silently, through people, in ways they don't realize until much later. Your impact today may go unnoticed, but it will never go unfelt. This energy doesn't just ask for leadership, it assigns it where it's needed. You may be placed in someone's path without warning, just long enough to say the right thing or hold the space they didn't even know they needed. And it flows both ways. While you're guiding someone, someone else is guiding you. That unexpected conversation, that moment of kindness from a stranger, a post you scroll past that suddenly hits like lightning. Those aren't coincidences, they're placements. Right now, your guidance doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be present. Be aware. The energy of this moon portal rewards connection. Not flashy connection, subtle, real, spirit-coded connection. This is a day where small kindnesses echo far beyond what they seem. And if you've been asking for a sign, for proof that what you're doing matters, this is it. You are being used as a vessel of alignment, and you will be rewarded for showing up. Maybe not in the way you expect. But trust, the reward is already in motion. And just as you light someone's path, the universe is about to hand you a spark. Let's flip the energy now, because this is where things get magnetic. This portal doesn't just open pathways, it activates them. And that means anything you place into the field right now doesn't just rest, it starts moving. This is your moment to seed intention. Not the kind you overthink or micromanage, but the kind that carries a pulse. That idea you keep brushing off because it's not the right time, this is the right time. That feeling you've been trying to put into words, you don't need the words, just the will. This doesn't need a candle, a ritual, or a 12-step ceremony. It needs you with clear thought and honest energy. Right now, intention works like a match. Strike it with presence, and it ignites. Even one focused thought can spark a shift in the entire field. So seed something today. Spark it and send it. That's the formula. Say the idea out loud. Whisper it to your own reflection. Write it on your phone and forget about it. Doesn't matter, it's the energy that moves it forward. The moon, this close to us, isn't passive. It's magnetic, it's active, and it's pushing your signal farther than usual. What you send into this field right now could bloom by the next lunar cycle in ways you won't expect. That idea might meet someone else's idea mid-air. That tiny hope might catch on to a current already in motion. This is not a wish. It's a charge. Seed it. Spark it. Send it. The moon is listening. Your spine isn't just bone, it's your antenna. There's a reason your body feels tight right now. There's a reason your neck keeps needing to stretch, why your back suddenly aches, or why you've been feeling strange little electric pulses up and down your posture like your body's trying to tell you something. Because it is. This new moon, positioned at its closest distance to Earth, isn't just pulling tides or shifting moods. It's putting direct pressure on one of the most ancient, sacred channels in the human body: the spine. From a spiritual lens, your spine is more than structural. It's a ladder, a signal tower, an energy highway. And when this kind of gravitational proximity from the moon hits, it doesn't hit your mind first. It hits your axis, your center, your core line. This is not just lunar gravity, it's a recalibration of your spiritual antenna. People around the world are reporting an almost obsessive need to adjust their posture, stretching their necks, feeling tightness at the base of the skull or at the lowest vertebrae near the tailbone. Even minor tingles between the shoulders, pressure near the heart, or buzzing in the hands, they all trace back to the spine. This is energy movement. Your nervous system and your subtle body are in negotiation right now. That sensation in your back isn't just physical tension, it's spiritual compression. The moon, this close, doesn't just pull emotion, it compresses latent frequency, it presses up against your energetic structure, looking for leaks, looking for misalignments, but also unlocking ancient energy pockets that have been sitting dormant for months. You might feel awkward, ungrounded, like your body doesn't quite fit right now. That's not dysfunction, that's a spiritual adjustment period. Your system is trying to hold more signal than usual. It's trying to carry something new, something weightier. So don't ignore the back. Don't brush off the need to move, stretch, crack, or breathe deeper into your posture. This isn't just tension. It's information trying to move through. And the more you resist it, the louder it gets. You are not falling apart. You're upgrading your internal circuitry. That exhaustion, it's not a warning, it's a decoy. You've probably felt it today. That slow drag, the sudden heaviness behind your eyes, that bizarre sensation where your body feels like it's running on 4%, but your mind is still spinning. And maybe you've asked yourself, why am I this tired for no reason? The answer is, you're not tired for no reason. You're being misled by your own nervous system. Because this new moon portal doesn't just bring energy in. It cloaks it, masks it. What you're feeling as fatigue isn't the end of your power. It's the start of your next charge. Beneath that stillness is a force that's been building. It's just waiting for you to trust it enough to activate it. The June 25th portal is designed like a spiritual decoy. It lulls you into stillness, not to trap you there, but to test how deep you're willing to go. If you stop now, the portal closes quietly. If you wait just a little longer, if you breathe through the heaviness and stretch just 10 minutes deeper, the second wind arrives. And it's not metaphorical, it's atomic. You might feel it like a sudden flush of clarity, a warmth in the chest, a spontaneous urge to act, move, write, clean, start. It doesn't come when you force it, but it does come when you choose not to quit. This fatigue is like a doorway with no handle. You can't push through it. You have to wait for it to open from the inside. And when it does, the force it lets in is clean, directional, and unstoppable. This is the kind of wind that clears creative blockages. That renews stamina you thought was gone. That brings back focus after days of fog, but only for the ones who don't walk away too early. So next time you feel like lying down, giving up, checking out, pause. Just pause. Say to yourself, this isn't the end. It's the echo before ignition. And wait for the second wind, because in the final phase of this portal, the moon has one last demand. And it's the most unexpected one of all. You're not supposed to tell anyone what you're manifesting right now, and here's why. If you speak it, you might delay it. Remember earlier when I said there was one thing you must not do during this portal, even if it feels harmless. This is it, and it's more important than most people realize. The new moon at perihelion has torn through layers of subtle energy, exposing parts of your inner path that were meant to stay protected for now. And what you desire most right now, what you've been trying to call in, may be more fragile than you think. This portal carries what we can only call a secrecy-based frequency. It's not about shame. It's not about fear. It's about sacred containment. Some intentions are meant to grow in the dark, not because they're weak, but because they're powerful. And right now, if you start announcing your manifestations to the world, if you rush to share your vision, your goals, or that one thing that's starting to form inside you, you're creating energetic drag. You're letting external attention interrupt internal formation. This portal is like an energetic greenhouse. High heat, high pressure. Anything you plant inside it will grow fast, but only if you don't crack the shell too early. The frequency here doesn't reward visibility. It rewards intimacy with intention. Think of it like this. When you light a candle in the wind, the flame dances, flickers, and sometimes dies out. But if you shield it with your hands, let it build, let it catch, then it becomes a fire. And that's where you are right now. So if you've been feeling this rising urge to tell someone what's coming, don't. If your vision feels too big to keep quiet, that's exactly when you need to protect it. Let it take shape behind your eyes, not under someone else's opinion. Silence is the accelerator. It builds pressure, it builds heat, it magnetizes. This is not the time for social validation. This is the time for sacred privacy. Your manifestation is already listening. It doesn't need witnesses. It needs trust. When it happens, out of nowhere, that's the real one. You may have been visualizing a grand entrance for your breakthrough, an unmistakable sign, a neatly tied conclusion, a green light at the exact intersection you've been staring at for months. But manifestation rarely makes an appointment, especially under this new moon, one that arrives while the moon is closest to the sun, supercharged and strangely surgical. This isn't gentle magic. It's impact disguised as accident. It's divine timing masquerading as coincidence. It's gravitational pull in disguise. Over the next few days, don't expect things to unfold how you planned. Expect them to snap into place sideways, without warning and without explanation. That text you weren't supposed to send, that detour you didn't want to take, that uncomfortable silence you didn't mean to leave, might be part of the chain reaction already in motion. Because the energy of this new moon doesn't follow formulas. It moves like water under pressure, finding the cracks in your plans and using them as portals. And what comes through? It won't be what you asked for. It'll be what your vibration was secretly aligning with behind the scenes. This is why your breakthrough might look like a breakdown at first. Why the thing that shifts everything could arrive in the form of a delay, a misstep, or a broken plan. That wrong number that leads to the right conversation. That lost file that forces you to redo something and reveals your true voice in the process. That opportunity you didn't even apply for, that was already looking for you. You'll know it's real when it doesn't make sense, but it fits perfectly. This moon's gift is not clarity. It's disruption that delivers clarity after you've been shaken out of expectation. So if things feel chaotic, stay calm. If they seem inconvenient, look again. You're not being blocked, you're being delivered, just not in the packaging you expected. Coincidence is the mask of divine precision. And what's landing now? It's not just timely, it's timeless. Because when your frequency becomes undeniable, the universe doesn't knock. It breaks the lock and walks in. Pay attention to the thing that comes back uninvited. It's a sign your energy is finally strong enough to receive it. New moons are usually associated with beginnings, quiet intention setting, fresh starts, seeds buried beneath the surface. But this one, it has a different signature. Because the moon is at its closest point to the sun, this lunation is infused with solar voltage, heat, and revelation. It's not just sparking what's ahead. It's pulling back what's been circling just beyond your reach. You're not starting from scratch, you're standing in the aftershock of everything you've already survived. And something knows it. That half-written chapter, that unresolved feeling, that conversation that ended mid-sentence in your life, it hasn't vanished. It's been traveling parallel to you, like a shadow tethered to time, waiting for the right moment to reappear, not to haunt you, but to meet you. This moon marks the end of an energetic holding pattern. The invisible forces that kept something suspended, out of reach but never quite gone, have finally loosened. And as your frequency locks into place, something from the past begins its slow, deliberate return. It could be a person who disappeared without closure, a dream you shelved because life got in the way, a piece of clarity that refused to land, no matter how many signs you chased. Now, it doesn't need to be chased, because it's already on its way. But here's the paradox. It won't look like it used to. It won't feel the same in your hands. It won't follow the rules you once gave it. This is not nostalgia. This is energetic reconciliation between the you who once wanted it and the you who can finally hold it with stability, without fear, without shrinking. And it won't be loud or obvious. There won't be a neon sign pointing to it. You'll feel it like a flicker in your chest, a quiet recognition, not déjà vu, but something softer, like an echo, finally catching up with its source. The door is opening again, not because time healed it, but because you changed the lock. So stay open, stay grounded. And when something comes knocking, gently, without demand, open your heart. Because this time, it's not trying to test you. It's here to remind you, some things were never lost, only waiting for you to become who you were always meant to be. And now, you are. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.